I'd like to welcome you here inside of the kennel here at the Burlington Schools here in Burlington, Wyoming, in central Bighorn County. Two Basin Sports Network is proud to present middle school boys basketball as the Thermopolis Bobcats travel up here to Bighorn County to take on the Huskies of Burlington Middle School. Well, you hear the dogs barking. We are here in the kennel, home of the Burlington Huskies, and this is our second live stream here from Burlington High School here on YouTube. But back in the day when we were exclusively streaming on Facebook, we were here for JV girls action over in the auxiliary gym, just over there past that door where the camera is focusing on, that little single door. So we've been here actually a total of 4 times. I was here as a student manager for the high school for the high school varsity team back in 2018. I've been here to broadcast their JV team. I've been here to broadcast middle school twice. So I've been in this beautiful little town 4 times, and it's not been enough, let me tell you that. I love calling games from this place. I love watching games in this beautiful little gymnasium. Kellen Winters and Carter Hughes-Becerra will get us started, and we are underway. The A game, Burlington versus Thermop. Shot is up, and it's in already for number 31, Kellen Winters. Bobcats are going to probably come into a little bit of a challenge here because you can see here Burlington really outsizes the Bobcats as this one's stolen away by Chase Bassett. Left side, this one is smacked out of bounds, and this one will go back to the Bobcats. Ones to watch today for the Bobcats, of course, should be pretty obvious. We got, ones to watch here in the A game. We got, I am so sorry, back underway here. Jarrett Cornella will also be watching Carter Hughes-Becerra as well as Lane Collimer, as that one is out of bounds off the block, and this one will go or stay with the Bobcats. 5:34 to go. I'd like to remind you today's broadcast brought to you by Owsley Club Lambs and Feeds, as well as Leah May's Little House of Quilting out of Shoshone. I'd like to thank you for your support of today's broadcast and the future of the Bobcats. Lane Collimer will get set to inbound here for the Thermopolis Bobcats. Also onto the floor, Carter Hughes-Becerra. Also got Tanner DeLay, Jarrett Cornella, and Gavin Livingood. That'll be your starting 5 for the Bobcats today. Gets it up to Becerra. He'll pass right side, Jarrett Cornella. He was sinking shots from the volleyball line during warm-ups today. Here comes Collimer. He was making shots from half court today. So expect Collimer to test the cannon a little bit today. Cornella, obviously we can expect him to use his cannon as well. This one's tipped, stolen away by Bassett. He'll come down the right side. Collimer on the defense. It's not enough. It's up and in. Burlington 4-0. Bobcats struggling early here. They can win this game, but they've got to get their head together here, start calming themselves down, as that one's up and in for number 31, Kellen Winters. And it looks like a foul here on the Huskies. We'll keep this one with the Bobcats. Obviously not a great start for Thermopolis so far, but they kind of knew this was going to happen. They kind of have a lot of size on that Burlington team. They got to find a way to play smart here. Probably not. I don't think going inside the paint will be the way to go here today, like the Bobcats normally do. Ball down onto the near side. A push foul on the Huskies. Second team foul here in the first quarter. 4:55 to play in the first period. Lane Collimer will get to the baseline, giving me the girls basketball team versus Lovell vibes from the 8th grade girls season, as they're having a lot of struggles getting out of the backcourt here. Oddly enough, both teams share a county. They'll pass it up inside. Here comes Chase Bassett with it. He's already got 4 points on the day. Gets it up right side. Here comes Hiram McNiven. He'll try to get it up inside. This one is taken away. Collimer. Lane Collimer's been a threat to everybody he's played so far this season. They'll pass it left side here. Number 5 with it is Soren Weber. They'll pass up to the corner. Collimer from Weber now to DeLay. Now gets it up underneath. Livingood with it. Right side on the reverse. It's up and it's in. Bobcats get their first basket. Gavin Livingood with the first 2 of the day for the Bobcats. Tests the cannon from beyond the arc. It's up, hits the back iron. This one's going to go back up to Lane Colomer. He'll come up near side, up the left lane. Stops, takes a contested shot. It's going to be out of the rim there. Colomer on the offensive rebound. Shots up and a foul. Looks like he will go to the baseline. It doesn't look like they're signaling two here. So it looks like they're just going to inbound it here. Bobcats draw the third team foul of the game here, as it looks like a timeout for Burlington. So we'll step aside. We'll be right back inside of the kennel in just a moment. Burlington up 6-2 here in the A game. I'd like to welcome you back. Burlington was on a 6-0 scoring run before Gavin Livingood snapped the scoreless streak for the Bobcats here. It's now 6-2 as the Bobcats will retain possession as Lane Colomer was fouled. It doesn't look like Paul Colomer is in attendance today. That's a shame. Usually he does film for I guess that actually makes sense because the varsity team is up in Shoshone today. Colomer passes it right side. Here comes the shot on its way. It's up and no good for number 31, Tanner DeLay. Tanner DeLay, by the way, played American Legion baseball and middle school football this past summer and fall. So a multi-sport athlete. Shot on its way. It's up and it's good. Didn't catch who got the basket, though, for Burlington. I almost said Shoshone. 8-2. Bobcats really being pressed here as they're going to go with a full court press for the Huskies. Colomer will break it. He'll get up into the front court. Here comes Carter Hughes-Becerra. He'll pass it back up to DeLay. Now to Colomer. Colomer trying to get a play going here. They'll pass it up inside to Hughes-Becerra. Now kicks it out to Soren Weber. This one on its way. It's up. It's so good. Almost got it to go, though. And this one out of bounds. It'll stay with Burlington as it looks like Gavin Livingood was able to tip it out there, out toward that baseline. 8-2. Burlington, your home team today. They'll be wearing their all whites, black stripe down the pants, orange lettering and numbering with Burlington across the chest. They'll be moving left to right across your mobile device or computer screen as there is a foul. Bobcats will be wearing their road all purples. They got a yellow and white stripe across the arm and neck of the jersey. Bobcat on the back. Yellow numbering and lettering Bobcats across the chest, and of course the Rathbun Bobcat on the right side of the pants. They'll be moving right to left across your mobile device or computer screen. First shot is up and in for Chase Bassett. This one on its way. That one's up and in to get Burlington into the double digits. Bassett currently the points leader for the Huskies today. Weber back to Colomer. They're passing in a bit of a triangle here. Colomer near side to Weber. He'll get it past half court. Weber with it, stops, gives up to Colomer. Colomer right side to DeLay. Now to Livingood. Livingood back to DeLay. Left side to Colomer. He'll test the cannon. This one's up. 3! Lane Colomer to draw it within half a decade here. Bobcats only down by 5. Still really well, not early anymore in the first quarter, but still the first quarter. Really early in this game as there is a foul here on the Bobcats, and looks like checking into the game will be number 14, Will Garrison, getting some playing time here in this A game, although shouldn't really be that surprised if you've watched his games all season. He'll come on for Tanner DeLay. Garrison, a really good athlete, plays football and basketball, really good at both sports. I believe Garrison was the starting quarterback for the Thermopolis Bobcats middle school football team this past fall. Burlington with the ball. They'll take the shot for 2. It's up and it misses the basket. Hughes-Becerra tries to chase after it. It's rebounded by the Huskies on the far side. Moving right is number 25, Carlos Padilla. Padilla with it. He'll get up near side to Chase Bassett. Shots up. He's being hounded there by Colomer. Gets the offensive rebound. That one is up and in. I believe for Bassett there on the basket. 12-5, Burlington on top here at home. Remember, the Bobcats have to face Burlington again for their 8th grade appreciation night, quote unquote, at the end of the season. So they will be seeing these guys again. And, so this is going to be a bit of a prelude to what we can expect in the game in Thermopolis in February. Coming into the game now, number 33, Oliver Beer, getting his first minutes in this one. Looks like we got quite a diverse roster here in the A game. We do normally see Ollie into the A game, but not usually until toward the end of the half. Here they go, far side. Weber tests the cannon. It's up, 3! Soren Weber. And Weber drilled it from 3. That's the second three-point field goal today for the Bobcats. Burlington's going to need to find a way to shut that down. Bobcats now within 4. So not a very big lead at all for the Huskies. They can't get comfortable just yet. Bassett with it. He'll get up underneath. Bobcats been having most of a hard time defending the paint here. Burlington's not been able to get much to go from beyond the arc today. And a traveling violation down there as Bassett took a step there. That's a little too bad there because Hiram McNiven drained that shot after the whistle. 53 seconds to go in the first quarter of the A game. Here comes Weber with it. Scored the last basket for the Bobcats. It was worth 3. Underneath here to Livingood. Livingood tries to float it to Oliver Beard. It's taken away to Asher Loveland of the Huskies. Loveland will give it back up to Bassett. Bassett past the volleyball line. He'll give it up left side. Holds it over. Side steps. He'll try to float it up to the right wing. He'll drive right side. Switches to his left. Now gives up underneath. Shots up, and it is no good. The shot was taken there by Kyson Bollinger. And this one will go out of bounds, and this is going to go back to the purple and gold. 18.9 to play in the first quarter. Next reminder, today's game brought to you by Owsley Club Lambs and Feed and Leah May's Little House of Quilting. Garrison left side to Weber, now left side to Collimer. Dips it up inside to Beer. Shot on its way. It's up and it's in. Ollie Beer for 2. It is 12-10. Do not let our graphic fool you. Shot on its way and no good. Well, the Bobcats had a very, very rough start to the quarter, but they are starting to kind of get their act together here as it is now within a 2-point game. Burlington still leads, but not by much. We'll be right back in about 1 minute for the start of the second. Today's broadcast of Thermopolis Middle School Boys Basketball is brought to you by our newest sponsor, Leah May's Little House of Quilting, a little business ran out of Shoshone, the crossroads of Wyoming. Desire to help get those beautiful quilts quilted for family, friends, or for yourself, adding to the beauty of the quilt without taking away from it. You can visit Leah May's Little House of Quilting on 407 West 2nd Street in Shoshone. We'd like to thank Leah May's Little House of Quilting as well as the DeLay family for sponsoring today's broadcast. They'll be with us until the end of the 10-sleep game for these middle school broadcasts. And we got a double dribble call here on the Bobcats. Looks like Collimer robbed of a chance there to get that one into the front court. 5:49 to play in the second. Bassett will pass this one in for the Huskies. This one taken away. Nope, it will not be. It'll go out of bounds, but a very good job there nonetheless by number 14, William Garrison. Far side and a hard fall there for Soren Weber. This one will sail out of bounds, and looks like he intended to give that one off to, I think that's Hiram No, it is not. It is Asher Loveland. Almost got me there. Passing up right side. Here they go. Livingood. Reverse. Shots up and it's in. Tie ball game. Pressure's on here for Burlington. Ball is quite literally in their court. Shot on its way in the pull-up jumper. It's up and no good. Athletic shot there by Loveland, but can't get it to fall. Hits just a little too short of the rim. Soren Weber, he's already drained one. Nope, he will not get that one to go. Keep in mind, he has attempted 3 3-point field goals today. He's got a 33% field goal attempt, or field goal percentage. Shot is up and it's no good there for, I think that was Garrison. His mother actually coached the boys rec basketball team. As here comes Colliver, shots up on the right side, it's in! And a timeout. Burlington will use their second charge timeout here in the A game. We'll be right back. Bobcats lead for the first time today over the Burlington Huskies. We'll be right back. Middle school boys basketball. It's the A game from the Kennel here in Burlington. Love to welcome you back here inside of Burlington, here inside of the Burlington schools in beautiful Burlington, Wyoming. I would say it's my favorite town in Wyoming, but I'm going to be honest with you, that probably applies to almost all of Bighorn County. But anyway, still, Burlington, one of my favorite little towns. I love coming here to the Kennel every chance I get. Loved it here with the girls. I loved it here with JV when I was here back in 2022. Loved it here when I was here in 2018 before they redid the floor. Burlington with this one. Almost got taken away by Collimer. Burlington's been doing really well in that first quarter, but they've kind of struggled here in this second quarter. They've only put up, I think, 2 points to the best of my knowledge here in this quarter. Left side falls, but he'll still get one off. Great attempt, though. That one could have probably gone in. And here comes Garrison. Right side. Shots up, and he got a little bit of contact there. Chase Bassett on the rebound. Great job there by Burlington to grab the rebound. They've been doing a good job rebounding. I will give them the credit there. Holds it over, tries to float up underneath. This one swatted away. Tanner Delay. Again, baseball player in the summer. I don't think anymore because he is going to be a freshman after this year. So I think his baseball days are over unless Thermopolis adopts a American Legion program that is, like 18 and under. But here they go, right side. Shot is up, and it's no good. And that is going to be a jump ball. Speaking of which, speaking of American Legion, obviously to the south of Burlington is a very little community of about 50 people called Otto. They actually have their own Little League baseball team. I think they're the Otto Rangers. I know they were playing in Thermopolis this past summer while I was calling softball. And I was like, wow, that little town can sustain a baseball program. And then I remembered Burlington's here, Emblem's here, Fenton is not very far from here. So it probably serves, also Basin and Grable, obviously. So, I don't know how we got to that topic of baseball, but this one's going to go out of bounds back to the Huskies, 14-12. So don't be too surprised if Burlington tries some baseball passes here in this game, but that one was pretty close to it. It's tipped and out of bounds. Bobcats will get this one back. I thought I saw Ollie Beer down there on that initial tip, and then Burlington tried to salvage it. 3:33 to play, almost halfway through in this second quarter. It's one of these games that you don't want to end. It's been so entertaining from tip-off up to this point. As here comes Bassett up the right side. Almost got that one blocked by Collimer, but he will get that one up and in. Chase Bassett, so far the points leader overall in this game. He's done a fantastic job carrying the Husky squad today. Shot on its way for Collimer. It's up, it's no good. Living Good tries to chase it down. This one is going to go out of bounds, and it looks like it will go back to the Huskies. 3:03 to play here. Game brought to you by Owsley Club Lambs and Feeds and Leah May's Little House of Quilting. Inside the paint, they'll share the ball here, kind of inbounding it, then passing it, and then passing it back. Up onto the far side, number 25 with it, Carlos Padilla. He'll give it up left side. Shot on its way. It's up and in as Loveland gets it to fall. Burlington will retake the lead. I kind of have a feeling this is going to be one of those games that comes down to the wire. Bobcats have already had one close Bighorn Basin loss against the Grable Buffaloes in Grable. That one we were told was by like 1 or 2 points. So, it's not like the Bobcats are, Bobcats are obviously a very good team. They're probably I'd say they're probably favorites for at least going to the conference championship or at least getting the third place title. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded Collimer, up and in for 2. It is tied up at 16. I don't know why my scoreboard's acting funky with not counting the points there. Shot is up, it rolls around, it's up and in. Burlington on the 2 there. This has the potential to be a high-scoring game here today. At the rate they're going, could get up into the 40s. I'd say probably the 50s if they keep the scoring going. Here comes Collimer, was wide open there, gets up to Oliver Beer, right side, shots up, grabs his own rebound. Delay with it, gives up to Soren Weber. Weber, I think this is his first game in the A game. Stops. Skip pass over to Delay, now to Soren Weber. Right side up to Collimer. Collimer will drive right side. Shot is up, it's no good. Volleyballs it back. He's got a breakaway here. Down the left side, only Tanner Delay and Soren Weber to beat. Now up the right side, shots up and a foul. Collimer protesting there. He was like, I didn't do anything wrong. Can't get me for that. But they did get him for that. That is number 31. Sorry, that was actually Tanner Delay that got called for the foul there. So Delay will get his second personal foul here off the front of the rim, off the shot by Kellen Winters. He'll get one more shot. 99 seconds to play in this second quarter before we take a little bit of a halftime break. Shot on its way. It's up and it's in. A 3-point lead. Still a one-score game here for Burlington. Right side. Collimer pump fakes and passes left to Weber. Weber picks up the dribble. He'll give it back up to Collimer. He'll go around. Collimer moving left, pass it back up to Weber. Weber back to Collimer. They're sharing it amongst themselves. Now here comes the delay. Now to Oliver Beer in the paint. Shot up, no good. Beer's got 2 points on the game today. He has been doing pretty good getting in there, making a presence in the paint. Shots up, no good. Grabs the offensive board, and nobody was on Loveland there. And as a result, they'll suffer the consequences of that. Loveland has been getting a lot of those inside points today. He's been a very good threat on the rebounds. Shot on its way for Weber. It's up. 3! Soren Weber with his second 3-point basket of the day. He is lighting it up down there past the arc. 47 seconds out of bounds. This one staying with the Huskies. 46 seconds to play here. Got a sub as Carter Hughes-Becerra coming back onto the floor. Oliver Beer headed to the bench. Beer coming off the floor with 2 points in his shift here today. He has done fantastic, not to mention the rebounds that he's gotten today. Gives it up here to Loveland. Loveland will sidestep. He'll try to move right side. He's stopped there. He'll give it back up to Bassett. Bassett double teamed. It's tipped by Collimer. Taken away by Bollinger. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. And a foul. It's like a push foul on Burlington. We'll give this one back to the Bobcats. Fans, please be aware we will be here for all 3 games today, A, B, and C. It's no different than our girls' coverage. We'll be here all day annoying the Burlington fans probably, but yeah, they're over there on an entirely separate bleacher. I think we're fine. Hiram McNiven into the game now for the Huskies. Speaking of Huskies, Burlington laying off the press. They know the Bobcats have been breaking it pretty easily here. Soren Weber, far side now to Collimer. Collimer underneath to Hughes-Becerra. Becerra's shot is up and it's in. Tie ball game here in Burlington. 14 seconds to play, and I wonder what kind of adjustments the Huskies and the Bobcats both are going to make here. This has been a chess match today between the two coaches. Shot up from mid-range. It's up and it's in. Number 21, Kyson Bollinger. And that will effectively end the quarter. Burlington heading into the locker room with the 2-point lead. Bobcats been right there on their tail the entire game. They did have a 6-point lead earlier, and I think that's the biggest that the lead has gotten today. But Burlington and Thermopolis both putting on a fantastic show. And like I said earlier, this is a game that you kind of wish would not end. But it's done for now. We'll be right back in 10 minutes for the start of the third quarter as the B team goes to the locker room, get changed out, and get ready for their game against the Huskies. We'll be back in just a moment. 23-21 the score at the half. Burlington on top. We'll be right back from the kennel. Like talking back here inside of the kennel here at the Burlington Schools in Burlington, Wyoming. Just a 20-minute drive west of the city of Basin. In the road off of I-20 runs through Grable. I meant to say U.S. Route 20. But anyway, 22-mile drive west of Basin, and a 40 or so, or 30, is it 35, 40 minutes drive from Grable if you go around the loop and come off of US 20, or is that 16? I don't know. I got my highways mixed up. Doesn't matter. 30 seconds until we get ready to start the second half of action. Thermopolis Bobcats and the Burlington Huskies. 23-21 your score here as we get ready to approach the third quarter of action. Bobcats really struggled early in that first quarter. Burlington went on a 6-0 run before the first basket was made by, I think it was Living Good. And ever since then, the Bobcats have they struggled for a little bit more, but then they really started catching heat in the last 2 minutes of the first quarter. They've been on the coattails of the Huskies ever since. They actually had a temporary 2-point lead earlier in that second quarter, but they've already tasted the lead. They want to keep it now. 12 minutes to go in the A game. You're watching it all right here on Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. Burlington starting us off. They'll move up. Ball's loose and taken away by Colomer. He'll try to get this one back. Shot is up. That one is up and in. Burlington, 2 points to start this one. Far side, here comes Colomer. With it is Delay. Back to Colomer. He'll move left side. I think that is Cornella that started the pass around. Here comes Living Good. Back to Cornella. Tests the cannon. It's up. Hits the side of the basket. It's up. No good there for Colomer. I think it was blocked there by Burlington. This one is going to go back to the Huskies. Up the third quarter here. Chase Bassett with it. Floats it up to the right side. Kicks it back out to the wing. Driving is McNiven. Gives up inside. Shot is up, and it's going to be no good there. Looks like they called traveling there on the Huskies. 25-21. Gives up far side. Burlington playing that press defense again. This one taken back by, looks like backcourt violation for Carlos Padilla. But good job by Padilla to get there and get that steal for the Huskies. He's kind of been there, kind of playing really solid defense today, I think. And that jersey number 25 has been dangerous for the white and orange today. Here comes Colomer, left side to Cornella. He'll pass up underneath. Living Good loses control, but he will pick it up. Finds Becerra in the paint. Becerra takes it. It's up, no good. Rebounded there by number 21, Kyson Bollinger. Up the right side. Shot is up and in for Kellen Winters. Make it a 27-21 game. Colomer tries to give it up to Delay. This one's taken away by Bassett. Gets up left side. Don't know why he didn't just shoot it there, but he'll go up into the paint. Shot on its way. It's up and a foul. And a charging foul looks like here on Burlington. 4:16 to play in the third quarter. Bobcats get it back, and we said this at the top of the show. Burlington, the concerning thing for the Bobcats, Burlington outsizing them. And maybe that's why Burlington's so good at football and why their high school team is a year or so fresh off of a state championship, because they are freakishly tall out there. They are overpowering the Bobcats in the paint for a very good reason, as Burlington will call a timeout. This will be their third charged timeout. We'll be right back. I'd like to welcome you back inside of the kennel in Burlington, Wyoming, here on the campus of the Burlington Schools. Burlington High School. Got a lot of burly players out there for sure. I guess that's what happens when you're in the middle of nowhere, and a lot of people probably end up working on family farms here in this part of the county. You know, big and strong, pretty much going off of the homegrown veggies there. But Burlington, we did say this a lot. They are taller than the Bobcats. The Bobcats still trying to find ways to outplay them here. Here comes Beer. Shots up and it's blocked. Bobcats still maintain possession, and a foul here on the Bobcats. They'll give it up back to the Huskies, 27-21. Chase Bassett will pass it in for the Huskies. He'll give it into Kellen Winters. Bassett's been the #1 player today for the Huskies. They'll get a far side and a wide open shot. That one's up and in. They left Kyson Bollinger wide open down there. They are hounding Colomer down there near side. Here comes, and a push foul here as they tried to get Gavin Livingood past the timeline there. Why did I say that? Lane Colomer. I'm going to pass this one in. I do believe Paul Colomer down in Shoshone with the high school team today as they'll take on the Wranglers tonight. I think the girls play at 4. Skip pass over to Colomer. Inside to Oliver Beer, driving up right side. And this one will go out of bounds. A kicked ball. This one is going to go back to Burlington. It was last touched by the Huskies, but they're going to say Burlington ball. Tanner DeLay headed to the bench here. It looks like Garrison checking in now. We did see a pattern in that first half. When the bench players came in, the Bobcats did a lot better, putting in Oliver Beer, Will Garrison, and Soren Weber. So let's see if those three can. I don't think Soren's in the game just yet. No, he is. Never mind. That combined with Livingood and Colomer, they've made for a pretty good bunch. Tanner DeLay's also had a day today as well, as this one will be taken right on back by the Huskies. Driving right side, shots up a foul. This one is actually going to end up going back to the Bobcats, so the basket will be negated here. Halfway through the third quarter. And Burlington still playing that press defense, I think this is a 3-1-1 press. I could be completely wrong on that. Here comes Livingood. He'll break the press down the left side. Livingood shot on its way, and that one's no good. Didn't hit it on the right part of the basket there. That one went straight off the left side of the board. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded. That one is up and in for number 4, Asher Loveland. Make this a 10-point game. I think this is actually the biggest lead that Burlington has had today. Oliver Beer back to Colomer. He'll go up far side to Soren Weber. Here comes Garrison in the paint. Dips it up into Oliver Beer. Shot is up. No good. Colomer tries to grab the rebound and a foul here. This one will stay with the Bobcats. I am very sorry. Check that. It will actually go back to the Huskies. They signaled it that it was going to. They signaled it like it was going to be Bobcat ball. So I don't know. Don't blame me for that one. Burlington with it. Foul was charged to Colomer, by the way. Second personal. Shot is up and it's in. And Thermopolis has got to call a timeout here. They got to get things together here. This is not looking good for the purple and gold, and a traveling violation on top of that. Like I said, call a timeout, get your team squared away here. As DeLay will head onto the floor and Soren Weber headed to the bench. Weber's had a pretty good day. He's drained 2 3-point field goals today. Far side, Kellen Winters. He'll give it up here to Chase Bassett, and a push foul on the Bobcats. They'll rack up their third team foul of this third quarter. Chase Bassett will get set to pass it in for the Huskies. Gives it up into the dark part of the wood there. Pump fakes, turns around, it's up and it's in for Kellen Winters. Football score here in Burlington. Pretty ironic because Burlington plays 6-man. Thermopolis obviously plays 11-man. This one goes out of bounds. Colomer will keep it. 1:51 to play. They'll pass it in to Livingood. And this one taken away. Shot on its way from mid-range. It's up and behind the basket. Out of bounds. This one will go back to the Bobcats. And Winters wanted that one to stay with Burlington. He was looking very frustrated, tugging his jersey and everything there. So actually it will be Burlington ball. Huskies with it. Gives it inside, up the right. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded here by number 25, Padilla. And this one's taken away. Tanner DeLay on the steal there. He's got a ton of those this season so far. The biggest bandit for the Bobcats. Tanner DeLay, near side to Collimer. Collimer will give it over to Garrison. Garrison left side back to Collimer. Pump fakes back to Garrison. He'll test the cannon. And it's up. 3! Will Garrison. .113 to play in the third quarter. Burlington in the lead by a lot. Bobcats trying to claw their way back in this one as the ball is loose. Livingood picks it up. Here comes Collimer, past the paint. He'll get up near side. Back to Livingood. Livingood up the right. Tries the shot there and a blocking foul on Burlington. I don't think it will result in free throws though, but still. That is a good call by the ref because I didn't even see that down there. I just saw the desperation attempt there, but referees, I guess, saw something that I didn't. Well, I'm pretty sure our audience probably saw it plain as day, and maybe I'm just stupid, but here comes Garrison. Garrison back to Livingood. Livingood back to Collimer now on the far side, still in the volleyball line. He's going to try and get past number 4 for Burlington. Now far side to Garrison. Garrison bounce pass on its way. Beer shots up. He can't get any of those elbow shots to fall. Beer has a ton of time to take those shots. He's got to line that shot up just right there. I don't feel like he's focusing on where he wants to shoot because the look of it here, those elbow shots, he's making contact with the rim, but I don't think he's really focusing on the right spot to get that shot to go in. Got to focus there on that white square on the backboard. 42 seconds left. So it looks like we have free throws coming up actually for the Bobcats. So hold on. That is Gavin Livingood going to the line to shoot. So actually the Bobcats are now into the bonus. I don't know how I missed that. Shot is up and it's in. I literally saw the arrow right there on the scoreboard. So I don't know how I missed that. Then again, I am running off of 3 hours of sleep. So that probably has something to do with it. Livingood's first shot is up and in, so draws it within 10-point game once again. Livingood will grab his own rebound, 40 seconds to go. Gives up to Garrison. He'll drive into the paint. Made it look easy there. Livingood shot is up, no good. Ball still loose, picked up there by Asher Loveland. And ball taken right on back, and a backcourt violation on the Bobcats. Don't forget, coming up after this, the B game. The 7th graders and a couple of select 6th graders will be playing in this upcoming game. The best of the 7th grade class, whatever high school graduating class that is, probably 2030 or something like that. Up the right side, jump shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Noticing a pattern here with the Huskies. They have a hot start to the half, and then as the quarter tapers off, they start to kind of lose control a little bit. I'm wondering if it's if it's like a stamina thing, or if it's just, or if the Bobcats are kind of quickly learning and adapting to how the Huskies are playing, or maybe even a mixture of both. Test the cannon, and that was kind of a mistake there for Burlington. They've not gotten any of those three-point shots to fall today. Here comes Garrison, wide open near side, stops, takes the shot, it's up, no good. And the buzzer will sound as Ollie Beer tries to get up there, and that looked like they were in sync down there. Ollie Beer and Tanner DeLay hitting the wall kind of at the same time, at the same pose as well. 35-25 to end the third quarter. We'll be right back from inside of the kennel. Fourth quarter still to come here in the A game, and we'll be with you for the B and C games as well. We'll be right back in under a minute. Let's welcome you back inside of Burlington, here inside the Burlington schools, here inside of the kennel. Today's game brought to you by Alcee Club Lambs and Feeds, a local family trying to provide the highest quality show feed for 4-H and FFA kids, and also providing feed for anyone looking for a high quality and convenient feed. Alcee Club Lambs and Feeds is a proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network and the voice of the Bobcats. Ollie Beer with it. He'll pass it back to Collimer. Now this is varsity pace right here for these boys. Collimer will fall to the floor there, picked up. Bassett with it up the left side, shots up a foul. It's up and it's in. Gets it to fall, and this will result in 2. So Bassett will be taking the shots here. He has probably I think he's been the best performer today out of the Burlington Huskies, and he's gotten massive sum of those 38 points today as he sinks another free throw there. Got subs as Carter Hughes Becerra comes on. Ollie Beer headed to the bench, and Ollie has had a great game today. He's only got 2 points on the day, but a lot of rebounds and quite a few steals as well. Of course, if we had a stat book, we'd probably be able to tell you just exactly. I keep forgetting to bring my stat book. I'm sorry. Far side delay. Gives up now to Collimer. Now at the volleyball attack line. Far side to I'm so sorry. Soren Weber. Shots up for 3. It's up. No good. I do believe he's 2 for 5 on the day for those 3-point shots. So that's a pretty good margin if you look at the varsity stats as well. A lot of people hovering around that 33%, sometimes maybe even I think as low as 20 or 18% range. Oh, fakes him out. Weber up. It's up and in. 3! Soren Weber, his 3rd 3 of the day. I think Weber has single-handedly ignited sparks today for the Bobcats with those 3s, because Burlington kind of has a period where they're kind of stunned after those 3s, as it looks like it is 29-38. So I think I might have messed up the scoreboard there, as Becerra will get his first personal foul. We got subs coming on for Burlington, as Padilla will come into the game, as well as is that Peterson, or I think it is. I think there's a typo on the Burlington roster. Shot is up and it is no good. Rebounded by Garrison, and a foul. This one will stay with the Bobcats as the Huskies will rack up their 2nd team foul. Game's still not lost for the Bobcats. They can still win this, but they got to strike now, and they got to strike pretty quickly. They got to strike consistently here too. Make those inside shots, finish at the rim. You know, if you're going to take 3s, make sure you're wide open on them. And then defend the inside. That's been the biggest thorn there, as Tanner DeLay, a thorn to the Huskies there on the inside there, as he will get them within striking range here. I think at max a 3-possession game, 2 3s and a 2 would probably get this one, as Soren Weber on the steal. Here comes Weber. He'll put it up to the front court. Shot on its way for Garrison. It's up, no good. Rebounded here by Padilla, and wide open. Here comes Bassett. Shot is up and it's in, and you can't allow Bassett to be that wide open. You just can't. He has been tearing the Bobcats apart all game. They got to recognize that. They got to fill that hole there. Shot on its way. Garrison, a wide open 3. It's up and it's no good. Oh, man, that was one of the most agonizing shots that I think I've ever seen in my life. It looked like it was going to go in, then it kind of popped out, then it bounced around the rim, and the entire Bobcat section here all groaned in unison there as it kind of fell out. Padilla tries to get it left side and almost got the steal there. A foul off the left side, as it looks like Kellen Winters, I believe, will go to the line to shoot 2. 40-31, Burlington on top. As our scoreboard is a little inaccurate, we apologize for that. I think I'm pressing the key to change the score a little too quickly, because it will not register if I tap the button too quickly. So I think that just is something I need to, not do. Better than doing it manually, though. I'll say that. Here they go. Right side. Number 31, Winters with it. He'll pump fake, passes it right side to Bassett. Bassett up top, guarded by Weber. Shot on its way for three. That one's up and in for Padilla. That is the first three-point field goal of the day for the Burlington Huskies. They've been struggling all game to get that long ball to go as Carter Hughes-Becerra with it. Ball is loose, picked up by Winters. Winters switching hands here. He'll go up to the middle. Here comes Bassett. Kicks it back out. Shot on its way for three. It's up, and it is no good. And a foul down there on the end of the floor as this will end up going back to the Bobcats. Thermopolis has been putting on a heck of a fight today as the foul will go to number 24, Pierce Peterson. First personal foul. He hasn't seen a lot of playing time in this game, but I think the fourth quarter is the only time we've seen him so far. As Hughes-Becerra's back there with Colomer. Colomer up the far side. Gives it up now. Tries to get up to Living Good. Ball still in bounds. Out of bounds. Touched there by the Huskies. They were waiting down there to try and keep this one from going back to the Bobcats, but kind of couldn't resist the urge on that last bounce. They touch it. It goes out of bounds. Bobcats will have it on that baseline in their territory here. Shot on its way for Living Good. It's up. No good. Can't get the fall. Becerra on the rebound. That one's up. No good. Rebounded by Carlos Padilla. 2:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Gives it up here to Bassett. Bassett will drive with the right side, and they'll try to rip it out. Jump ball. Great job by Soren Weber to get in there and try to rip it away. 2:32 to go in the fourth here in this A game. Oliver Beer coming back into the game for the Bobcats. He'll be coming on for Carter Hughes-Becerra. Chase Bassett going to pass this one in for the Huskies. Tries to give it an easy one up underneath, and this one picked up by Colomer. This one's going to be loose. They'll kick it back up to Padilla. Now backdoor to Bassett. He'll come at the inside. Shot is up, and it is no good. Great job there by Garrison trying to get there. It looks like he touched it, but they're going to give this one back to the Bobcats, it seems, unless somebody from Burlington had a hand on it there that I didn't see from this angle. Weber passing it back up to Colomer, wide open. Here comes Living Good down the left lane. Pump fake, shots up, and it's no good. Bobcats have had that issue all season. They're having a lot of trouble finishing at the rim here. They've got to finish. I'm sure if Paul Colomer was in attendance today, he'd be screaming, "You got to finish! You got to finish!" Because I know I sure would. Padilla with it. He'll pass it left side to Winters. Winters tries to get up underneath. Shots up for Bassett. It's up and it's in. And this game becoming a lot more difficult to really contest here for the Bobcats as they go on. And Bassett, if it wasn't for Bassett being in this game, I think the Bobcats probably would have a pretty good lead here. Shot is up on the left side. It's up and it's no good. Grabs the rebound. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Thermopolis. That was Gavin Living Good behind both of those attempts there. 90 seconds left. It's time to deliver your two-base and Sports Center player of the game. Obviously, that is going to go to Chase Bassett of the Burlington Huskies. Here comes Living Good. Right side, Ollie Beer with it. Right side to Soren Weber. We'll deliver our honorable mentions after this play ends. Shots up for three! Colomer sinks it from the wing. Gives up far side. Number 4, Loveland with it. This one's stolen back by Garrison. Garrison, this one's swatted. This one's taken back by Loveland. Loveland. Colomer gets in there, and a foul. Time to deliver your TBSN honorable mentions now. Obviously, your player of the game, Chase Bassett. I want to give my flowers to Carlos Padilla as well as Asher Loveland also has had a pretty good game today, too. For Thermopolis, I want to give my shout-outs to shot is up and it's in for Burlington. Oliver Beer, William Garrison, Lane Colomer also I think deserves some shout-outs today. And, of course, Soren Weber, three-point field goals today. He's had a fantastic offensive game. Shot is up for Garrison, up and in on the jump shot. 36-47. This one's tipped. Oh, volleyball move there. Garrison gets it back. Bounce pass underneath to Colomer. Shot is up and it's in on the assist by Garrison. Bobcats, where was this earlier in the game? It looks like it could be too little too late, though. 10-point game, as I don't know why we... Looks like we have it. Looks like we have a timeout here. So we'll be right back. Nice welcoming you back. Coming up after this, the Thermopolis Bobcats and Burlington Huskies will be playing in the B game. We'll have our ones to watch here. Obviously, Oliver Stranger, but also want to keep my eye today on. I want to keep my eye. I think Logan Stewart's playing in this next game. So those two obviously will be ones to watch for Thermopolis. Obviously, we don't know anything about this Burlington team coming up for this B game, so we don't have ones to watch for those like we do normally for varsity. Shot on its way in a hurry for Weber. It misses the basket, and that is going to end the game. 47-37, Burlington wins the first game of this series here. And, well, a really well-fought game by the Bobcats. Unfortunately, just kind of ran out of gas in that second half. They had them in that at the end of the first quarter and all throughout the second quarter. Unfortunately, just wasn't able to keep that steam going. But for those who are sticking around, we'll have B game action come for you. If that's all you've tuned in for today was the A game, we thank you for watching. But for everybody else, we'll be back in, I think, 10 minutes time for the start of the B game. The final score of the A game, the Burlington Huskies 47, Thermopolis Bobcats 37. like talking back inside of Burlington High School from the kennel. Today's game brought to you by Owsley Club Lambs and Feeds, as well as Leah May's Little House of Quilting, based out of Shoshone. Speaking of Shoshone, we wish good luck to the Thermopolis Bobcats and Lady Bobcats, as well as the Shoshone Wranglers and Lady Blue, as those teams will be facing each other in a contest later tonight to open out, I believe, to a Northwest competition for the Bobcats. I'm not so sure about the Shoshone players. I don't know if they've already played in Northwest competition yet, but anyway, back up here, we're in a different small town. The Bobcats down in Shoshone. We are up here in Burlington for this one, so tale of two small towns, it looks like. Well, the Huskies won that game pretty decidedly in that first game, the A game. And the B game coming up now is mostly consisted of 7th graders and some 8th graders that didn't really get to play very much in that first game. So we'll see a couple of fresh faces on the floor as well. We might see some old faces. We already see Pierce Peterson out there. We saw him in the A game. Best of my knowledge, the only 8th grader out there on the floor. Oliver Stranger going to be getting ready for the tip here for the Bobcats, as well as for Burlington number 44. I think that's Jackson Buck. So, yep, that is Jackson Buck. So Buck and Stranger will be getting us started here in the first quarter. Thermopolis Bobcats and the Burlington Huskies here in this B game. It's up, and we are away as Stranger will get the tip to start us off. Bobcats win the tip-off. Number 23 with it now. This is Braxton Egger playing in the B game today. He got promoted. Here comes the shot up the right side. No good there by number 15, Bo Defoe. Got his first three-pointer against the Meeteetse Longhorns this past Tuesday. I think it was Tuesday. Yep, Tuesday. I keep thinking today's Thursday. I don't know why. I thought the game was supposed to be on Thursday, and I look at the calendar. I'm like, sweet, I got an extra day off. But, yeah, no, he had a really good game against Meeteetse on Tuesday. Let's see what he does here against another fellow 1A Northwest team, if this was high school anyway. Shot is up, and it is good. Peterson for three. As we are going to get that update for you in just a moment. Hold on. I'm sorry. Here comes Thermopolis. Hoyt Pyle with it. He'll give it back door to Logan Stewart. Shot is up, and it is no good. Can't get it to fall. Tries it again there. Up and rebounded by Tanner Dunlap of the Burlington Huskies. Up the right side. Peterson tries it. Step back on its way. It's up and in. Makes you wonder why this kid did not play very much in the A game, because this guy is responsible for all 5 points for the Burlington Huskies so far. Kicks back out, driving right side, kicks out to Pyle. Pyle pump fakes, stop on the left elbow. It's up, and it is in! He gets it to fall! Pretty similar to that last game, except 1 point shy of how long it took for Bobcats to get their first basket. In the A game, here comes Peterson with it. Moving left side, gets on over to number 40 with it, Tanner Dunlap, sorry. Dunlap, shot up from the left side, it's up and it's no good. Oliver Stranger, and that's not even hardly fair. Now I was kind of worried he wouldn't be the tallest on the court this time, but I think even though Burlington's a pretty tall team, he is still the tallest player out there on the floor right now. Also that wingspan, too, doing him wonders on the rebounding game as well. Here comes Egger with it up the right side. Back turn, gives it up to number 15 with it. Shot is up for Defoe. It's up and a foul. I think Mom Jamie staying back home in Hot Springs County here. But Bo, a really talented player. He, like he said, nailed his first three-pointer of the season this past Tuesday against Meeteetse. Here comes Burlington. Shot is up, and it's no good. But Bo has really grown as a player, and we know that he's played basketball back when his family was in Winnemucca, Nevada. He played basketball for. He played basketball back in Winnemucca. He played, I think, just Winnemucca. I'm not so sure about that. I don't really. But anyway, yeah, he's been. I mean, he's a basketball player, a football player, and a wrestler, and just. I mean, sports is ingrained in that entire Defoe family. You look at the late Bill Defoe, his father, football and wrestling coach, and also learned a basketball coach as well. Actually, no, I should have known that because they actually coached basketball with me as well. But it's been awesome seeing. It's been really awesome seeing Bo play his heart out this season here in his. I think this is his 7th grade year. Here comes Logan Stewart, one of his rec football teammates as well. Braxton Eggers up and it's no good. Rebounded there by number 4. Wait, no, that might not have been number 4 actually. No, it is number 1. Colin Haslam. Burlington does. We do have rosters. Burlington has digital QR code rosters here in the gymnasium, but they are not in numerical order. So it's what really throws me off. We got a foul here for Burlington. This one will give it back to the Bobcats. Logan Stewart will pass it in. And Burlington calling for a motion here on this next offense. Actually, no, it actually might have been. That might have actually been Coach Eggers' voice that I must have heard there. I'm sorry. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded there by Stranger. That one's up, no good. Still rebounded down there. Defoe, I believe, on the offensive board there. Shot is up and it's in. Oh, thank you. Number 15, Bo Defoe with the rebound and subsequent basket to make this a 6-4 game here in Burlington. Number 24, Pierce Peterson. By the way, I'd like to thank the lady that came up and got me some popcorn. She did that in Rock Springs as well, which I thought was awesome. I kind of know her as the popcorn lady, but well, that's awesome. She's an awesome lady. I think she's related to the Webbers. I'm not quite sure, but either way, thanks for the popcorn. Gonna need some because this has been an entertaining game so far. Bring out your popcorn if you're watching here at home. Oliver Stranger on the offensive glass. That one's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Defoe. He'll try to keep this one in bounds, and this is going to be Braxton Egger with the ball who keeps it from going out. 1:41 go. 2-point game. Bobcats do have a chance here to make a statement. Gives up underneath. Turns around. Pyle. He's already scored one basket, but he won't get that one. Logan Stewart with it. Stewart tries to kick this one out, and it's going to be a no, it will be over the back. Or no, a carry, I think. I don't know. I'm sorry. I think I messed that up really badly. Again, I'm running off of 4 hours of sleep, so please forgive me there. Running off of some caffeine, that's about it. Just a large latte from Dairyland is what's keeping me going right now, but we are going to get another call down there for Burlington. If you like what you're seeing so far, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to Two Basin Sports Network. Your support helps keep these live streams coming. We'll be following the middle school boys everywhere they go this season. I'll also be keeping tabs on the freshmen, JV, and varsity teams of the high schoolers as well. Although our coverage of varsity might be a little bit limited because of middle school. We are supposed to miss 3 more games this upcoming varsity season. The shot is up on the left side. It's up and no good. I think it was Pyle there on the shot. 50 seconds to play here in the first quarter of the B game here in Burlington. Floats this one up. Number 50 with it. That is Will Prater. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded there by Logan Stewart. Push foul on Prater, it looks like. This one's going to stay with the Bobcats. Logan Stewart had a pretty good game in his own right against the Matitsi Longhorns. It's been awesome to watch him all season. He also, in my opinion, did pretty good against Rocky as well when we were up in Cali for that. So it's been really awesome to see him just play his heart out every game he's played so far. Ball is loose. This one's up by Pyle. It's up and no good. They're trying to volleyball this one back. Taken away by number 24, Pierce Peterson. Peterson responsible for 5 of those 6 points today. That makes absolutely no sense. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Braxton Egger. 5 seconds to play. Gives up to Stranger. Open shot to the basket. It's up and in to tie it up. In case you're keeping count at home, Stranger, Defoe, and I think Stranger, Defoe, and Pyle, the scorers today for the Bobcats. We're tied up at 6 here from inside of the kennel. We'll be right back. Mike's welcoming you back. Tied up 6-6 here in the start of the second. I'd like to remind you today's game is brought to you by Owsley Club Lambs and Feeds, a local family trying to provide the best feed in Hot Springs County and around the state. According to their Facebook, they serve both Montana and Wyoming areas. So if you're in 4-H and FFA, or if you're just looking for high-quality, convenient feed for your animals, Owsley Club Lambs and Feed is the place to go. 774 Black Mountain Road in Lucerne. Owsley Club Lambs and Feed is a proud sponsor of TBSN. Here comes Stewart. Shot is up and no good there. Rebounded by Hoyt Pyle. He's had a pretty good game so far, too. Really, well, I should say, really not that surprising if you watch the Matitsi game. Also the Rocky game as well. Grable, I don't know. I wasn't there. I was back in Thermop calling the tournament. So, but he's had a pretty good game. The sample size that we have seen is coming into the game. We have 3 subs for Thermopolis. Cameron Martinez coming in, as well as number 13, Apollo Jenks. Dad London in attendance today. And that's a kickball violation down there on the floor. Also into the game, I think I see. Did Defoe come back into the game? I think that's him that came back in. No, it wasn't. Sorry, it was actually Jackson Skelton. I apologize. Skelton had a heck of a game in Cali. Last time we saw him on the road. Shot is up, and it is in. 3! Jamie, I know you're watching this back home. Your boy just made his second three-pointer of the season. Shot is up off the left side. It's up and no good. Cam Martinez trying to get in there. He almost got the rebound. Mom Becky and Dad Joe in the stands today cheering on Cam, as Martinez will head to the baseline here to pass this one in. Here comes Thermopolis with it. Up past the Husky head. It's weird how I've not mentioned that Husky head silhouette today up until now. Oliver Stranger on the screen. Martinez picks up the dribble. He's looking left side. Defoe with it. Swings. Drives it left side. Shot is up. No good. Rebounded here by number 50, Will Prater. Gets up right side. This one, Bo Defoe on this takeaway, and he'll get the traveling violation. Defoe having the game of his life, though. He looks like he's having a fantastic time out there. It's all smiles despite the traveling violation. But Bo's been a monster on defense today. He made a 3 earlier in the game. He does also have a 2-point basket. Shot is up and it's no good. I think Defoe is actually your points leader today for the Bobcats with a 2-point field goal and a 3-point field goal. So that adds up to 5 if you know how to do first grade math. Cam Martinez, shot is up and it's no good. And a foul as Oliver Stranger tries to come down with it. Now we know Stranger got called for 2 of those fouls against Matitsi. Trying to go for the rebound, and that's the same case here as he'll get his first foul of the game. I don't even know what he did to earn the foul. They didn't signal for a push foul, so I'm wondering if it wasn't like, I don't know what they could have gotten him with. Here they go up the left side. Stranger hounding him on the inside, sticking to him like glue. They'll pass it around the perimeter. Shot is up, no good, falls short. Rebounded by Bo Defoe. Defoe now up to Skelton on its way. It's up, no good. Stranger on the rebound. That one's up, no good. And this one will go back to the Huskies as it is 8-9. We have not been doing a good job keeping an eye on the scoreboard. We apologize for that. Thankfully, you can actually see the gymnasium scoreboard in the camera frame, so I guess it's not all bad. Keeps me in check. Back turn being hounded there by Skelton and Jenks. The pass it on back off the pass by number 52, Armando Padilla. Right side here to Will Prater on its way for three. It's up, it's no good. If you recall from the A game, Burlington was only able to get one of those three-point attempts to go. I think they attempted like 5 or 6 in that first game. And looks like we've got wholesale subs coming into the game for the Bobcats. Hoyt Pyle coming in, as well as Braxton Egger. Also coming in is Logan Stewart. Logan Johnson also coming into the game. And number 34, Dallin Bassey, getting his first minutes in this game, and as well as the first minutes of the day as a whole. Bassey put on a show against Rocky when we saw him last. That's up in a foul as I think Johnson was trying to go to the basket there, and he will go to the line to shoot too. Bobcats lead by 1 here in Burlington. Already a longer lasting lead than the A team had. That's not a knock to them. It's just the B team looking more poised out there in this one. Shot on its way. It's up and splash! Johnson with the points. Well, he could still make this a 3-point game as Burlington will have another sub. Coming on is Colin Haslam coming into the game now. I think Jackson Buck was headed off there. I might be wrong. Shot is up, and that was it. He makes both of them. 11-8. Bobcats on top here by 3 here at Burlington, here at the Burlington schools. Left side, Padilla gives it up underneath. Shot on its way. That one's up, no good. Rebounded. Here comes Egger on the breakaway. Only Padilla to beat. Down left side. Oh, he slips. Well, as long as he's not hurt, that's fine. And you got to remember, this is still kind of a new court. They had this replaced a few years ago, so it's kind of broken in by now, but still pretty slippery out there. Nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing to be ashamed of, though. At least Egger is okay. Shot is up and it's in for Burlington. I'm not sure if it was. I'm not sure if it was. Not sure if it was Prater or if it was Haslam. Shot is up and it is in. Bobcats will answer right on back with a 2 of their own. Burlington still keeping this one a close game. 2:26 to go in the second quarter. Here comes Padilla. Pump fakes, gives it back up to the left wing. Driving right side is number 42, Riggin Harris. Gives up underneath. Shot on its way. It's up and a foul. Shot was taken by Will Prater. C team will be playing up after this, and we cannot wait to see what they got in store. The 6th grade team with a couple of 8th graders on that roster and 7th graders as well. Shot is up and swish for Will Prater. Draw it within 2. Prater's second shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by nobody quite yet. There we go. Braxton Egger. They kept it going. It was like, if you've ever seen that one scene from, I think it was Finding Nemo, where it was like, I think, were they volleyballing one of the fish or the crabs or something? I don't know. I can't remember, but that's kind of what that reminded me of. It kind of reminded me of like a flock of seagulls trying to go after a fish. Left side, here comes Johnson with it. I think this is it. Picks it up, gets it up underneath to Bassey. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Armando Padilla. Gives it up left side. Haslam on the shot. It's up and it's in. Braxton Egger like a flash of lightning there on the far side. Passes it up to Johnson. Pump fake, drives up the right block. It's up and it's a foul. So 2 shots coming up here, I think, for. Oh, sorry, check that. It was just a. It was a foul on the floor, but committed by number 52, Armando Padilla. Gets up underneath. Johnson with this one. It's up, and it's going to be taken by Hoyt. Gets up to the corner. Jump shot on its way for Egger. It's up, and it's no good. Rebounded here by Logan Stewart. Out of bounds. This one's going back. And checking into the game for the first time today is going to be Kaysen Johnson. Really been impressed with what I've seen from Kaysen so far this season. He did fantastic against the Matitsi Longhorns. Shot is up from 3. It's up, and it's going to be no good off of Riggin Harris. 55 seconds to play. Here comes Hoyt Pyle with it. He'll move left side. Pyle finds a lane, tries to get out now to the corner. Here comes Logan Johnson. Shot is up, and it's in! 2 on the board for the Bobcats as they reclaim the lead. Burlington, I think, has only had the lead at 1 point this game. Moving up to the far side, Tanner Dunlap now to Armando Padilla. Padilla in a little bit of trouble there. Oof. This will take it away by Braxton, here comes Egger with it. I don't know if he really took it away, but Egger with it, left side. Still there, being handled by number 42 for Burlington. Shot on its way for Pyle. It's up and it's no good. If you remember earlier in the game, Pyle got his first and only points from a shot like that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gets up underneath. Kaysen Johnson, it's up and it's no good. Well, quite the opposite of what we had in that first, at the end of the first half in the A game. Bobcats lead 15-13. Let's see how the rest of this game plays out, though. Still got to put all 4 quarters together. Burlington trails by 2 at the half. We'll be right back for the B game in just a moment. Talking back inside of the kennel here at the Burlington schools in Burlington, Wyoming. Yes, I said schools. The middle and high schools are combined here in Burlington. But 50 seconds left in halftime. Bobcats up by 2. And it's been close games in the A and B games so far. Can't wait to see what the C game after this has to do with. By the way, we are halfway through our coverage for the night. We got one more half of this B game to go, and then we got the C game come up for you after this. Tomorrow we'll be back home in Thermopolis for coverage of the high schoolers as they'll take on Grable. Both JV games and both varsity games will be coming to you on Two Basin Sports Network, the voice of the Bobcats. Got a lot of you in chat here today, so we'd like to remind you to please keep your comments in the chat respectful. You've been doing that so far, although a little bit weird. But just remember, please keep comments respectful. We had that the thing with the chat during the girls' championship game still fresh in my mind, so really don't want a repeat of that. So please remember, these are 6th and 7th graders currently out there on the floor playing right now. They are not professional or even college athletes. So please treat them with the same respect you would any other player in Thermop. Shot is up, and it is good for number 40 for the Huskies. That is, number 40, Tanner Dunlap. We've seen a little bit of him in the first half, and he's had some flashes here, but he'll get the Huskies up to a good start here. Logan Stewart with it. Kicks it back out to Defoe. Defoe stops on the elbow, gives up to Pyle. Up the left side. Shot is up, and it's in. Hoyt Pyle. I think that's 4 points on the day today for Hoyt. By the way, it's still not counting that second input for some reason, but shot is up, no good. Stranger tries to go for the rebound there. That's going to go out of bounds. And passing it in will probably end up being Peterson here. Pierce Peterson. Gets it up right side from Haslam. Shot is up, and it's no good. Stranger tries to go for Defoe on another. He's been a rebounding machine today. I've loved watching him play there at that. I think he's playing at the forward position today. Gives it up now to Defoe. He'll drive into the elbow, kicks it out back to Stewart. Logan Stewart now to Egger. Sidesteps, gives it back to Stewart. Stewart, good skills there. Egger with it on the right wing. He'll give now back to Stewart. He'll retreat toward the volleyball line, penetrates, gets up on the elbow, kicks it back out to Defoe. Good movement here so far. Pyle, shot is up, and it's no good. Stranger tries to go for the overhead. Can't get it there, as it will be, I think I saw Peterson there instead. Back turn, has an open shot. That one's up, no good. Good job by Stranger and one other person plugging the hole there as soon as he had a chance to get to the basket there. That's one thing the Bobcats, I think, are doing a little bit better than the A team did, as there is a travel violation on Stewart. But the Bobcats are doing a better job here defending than the A team did. I think they do need to work a little bit more if they're going to continue playing this 2-3 defense that they're going with. That they need to really start, teaching these kids a little bit more on, getting to the spot where the ball is at, because they are leaving people wide open with this zone defense. And there's a good way to do a 2-3 defense, and I think they're doing really good so far. At least this B team is, but they could do a lot better with getting there, plugging up those holes. And if they are leaving a man wide open, they need to get there and try and cover him. Shot is up for Egger, and it's no good. Rebounded there by number 1, Colin Haslam. Back to Haslam, left side off the pass by number 40, Tanner Dunlap. Now they'll go right side, kicks it back up. Dunlap with the shot. It's up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Oliver Stranger. And now here comes Logan Stewart with it in the backcourt. 3 minutes to go, already halfway through the third quarter. This game has flown by pretty quickly. We're almost reaching the 2-hour mark in our live stream. Pyle, shot is up on the left. It's up, and it's no good. Rebounded by number 5, Chase Allen, up the right side. Tries the shot. It's up, and he kind of threw that one at the basket. Kind of like he was throwing in a soccer ball from the sideline, like one of those soccer throw-ins. But rebounded here by the Bobcats, gives up to Logan Stewart. Stewart switches to his right hand, stops on the elbow. He'll give it up now to Hoyt Pyle. Takes the jump shot for two. It's up, it's no good. Stranger on the offensive board. Shot is up, it's no good. Man, Defoe almost had a hand there on that one. I think Chase Allen tipped it back just enough for the rebound for Burlington. Here comes Peterson with it. He'll get up underneath. Gives up now to number 5. This shot is up by Allen. It's up and it's no good. Stewart on the rebound there as Hoyt Pyle guides him in the right direction there. Bringing it up now is Braxton Egger. And it looks like Coach Egger wants a timeout here for the Bobcats. So we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back in just a moment from the kennel. You're watching middle school boys basketball. It's the B game here from Burlington in just a moment. So welcome you back here inside of the kennel at here at the Burlington schools. Dave Egger calling the timeout here for the Bobcats as we are tied up at 17. Why is my scoreboard not wanting to cooperate with me today on these home scores? It is 17-17. I don't know why the scoreboard is acting up like it is. Egger with it right side to Hoyt Pyle. He'll pass it left side. Stranger. A little bit open there. He'll pass the left side to Defoe. Defoe left side to Egger. Defoe coming in and tries to set the screen. Backs off a little bit. Here comes Egger on the right side. Guarded there by number 4 for the Huskies. Pass to the left side. Another number 4, Logan Stewart this time on the screen. Defoe gets a nice screen there. Gets up to Oliver Stranger. Looked like he wanted to go for the 3 shot there. Although Stringer's not had much success from the three-point line this season. Up the left side, shot is up and a foul, a hard one there. I think he hit his head there on the gym padding as check that. Good Lord. As Asher Loveland is going to go to the line to shoot 2 here. We saw him quite a bit in the A game. Got subs here as it looks like Kaysen Johnson's going to come onto the floor as well as trying to get his number there. Shot is up and it is good. As Burlington will claim the lead as Cam Martinez will also come onto the floor. Tanner Dunlap, Riggin Harris coming into the game for the Huskies, as well as number 13, more movement there as Apollo Jenks will come into the game for the Bobcats. A lot to keep up with there for the purple and gold. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded by Jenks. Apollo Jenks shooting off to the moon there on that rebound. Cam Martinez with it, swings it, he'll move right side. Picks up his dribble, gives it back up to Kaysen Johnson. Johnson setting the motion there. He'll give it up to Hoyt Pyle as Kaysen gets on the screen. Now he'll get the pass. Back up to Pyle. Shots up. I think this one for 2. This one's up. Splash! This one up and in for 2. Really? Okay, you can't. I think this is just a case of the scorers like retracting points because. And they just did it again. It's 18-19 here. Okay, the scorers are not helping me out at all. Loveland inside, number 44 with it. He'll pass it back up. He wants to go for 3, but he'll drive inside instead. Back turn, double team, shots up, it's no good. Rebounded by Will Prater. Shots up, and it's in. 20-19. So I wasn't going crazy this whole time. I think they've been switching up the scoreboard on me. Shots up, and it's no good. Rebounded here. He'll go rebounded by the orange paint, rather. It'll go out of bounds and back to the. I think I saw a push there. We got subs here for Burlington as Haslam will come in. It looks like they're also going to put Armando Padilla into the game. And then number 42. No, 42 has been in the game. Riggin Harris has been in the game. I think. I don't know. I think that's all of them. Chase Allen, I think, came back into the game, too. Here comes Haslam. Haslam kicks it back out here to Riggin Harris. He'll take the shot. It's up and no good. 5 seconds to go. Rebound there by Apollo Jenks. Here comes Cam Martinez. 1 second to go. Shot from half. It's up and it's no good. 20 to as the coach has got some jokes over there. We'll be right back in just a moment. Fourth quarter of the B game coming up as Burlington leads 20-19. Very close game. We'll be right back. I'd like to talk you back inside of Burlington High School here in the kennel, here on the campus of the Burlington schools. Burlington Huskies and the Thermopolis Bobcats, first meeting of the season for the two teams. They'll meet again toward the end of February for the last regular season game of the season before the conference tournament in Thermopolis. By the way, that'll be 4 game days, I think, in a row that'll be in Thermopolis because Bobcats will have 3 consecutive games at home to round out the season in February. And then they'll be hosting the conference tournament, which I think is a little unfair there. Shot is up, and it's a foul. So up and in for the and one as the Bobcats will retake the lead here, 21-20. Burlington scores. You better not make me look like a liar on this one. I'm just joking. We love our volunteers that man the scorer's desk. You know that scoreboard up there does not change on its own. No magical powers stepping in and changing the score for us. Shot is up and it's in. 22-20 the score here in Burlington. Bobcats reclaim the lead. I think their biggest lead of the day was like 4 points. They need to kind of try and improve on that a little bit here as here comes number 24 with it. By the way, like what you see, leave a like and subscribe to TBSN. We broadcast middle school all the way up to varsity. Also local Hot Springs County Rec District as well, as this one's a traveling violation. Cam Martinez was kind of giving a signal like, what? On that one. He kind of just, he quit. He did it really, really quickly, but he kind of just like gave a little bit of a, like a one, you know, that kind of arm motion you do and you're like, what? Shots up and it's no good. Bo Defoe on the rebound again. He's kind of been there on those defensive boards today. He's been just an absolute maniac on the boards. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded by number 24, Pierce Peterson. Padilla with it here past the Husky head. I almost said Bobcat head. Pierce Peterson with it. And that should be that one looks like it will be. I have to stop myself from saying that. I apologize for that, but even the fans to the right of me kind of knew that that one was going to get called. Hoyt Pyle coming out of the game. Coming in is Braxton Egger. C game coming up after this is the C team getting ready. They are in their warm-up attire right now. They'll be coming up right after this game. I'd like to remind you today's game brought to you by Owsley Club Lambs and Feed, as well as Leah May's Little House of Quilting. Shot is up, no good. I think it was Defoe on the shot. It was. Shot is up for Apollo Jakes. That one's up, no good. Well, I think they need to do a few more tweaks to the rocket before it can lift off. And Apollo's been doing pretty good in this game, rebounding-wise, but the points just haven't come yet. And this one, Martinez on the steal. Gets up underneath. Defoe, shots up, no good. Bo Defoe's got 5 points in this game. He could have made that 7. That would have accounted for, I think, almost a third of the points for the Bobcats. And it looks like Burlington wants to talk it over, so we'll take a quick break for just a moment. Husky timeout here in Burlington. 22-20, Bobcats on top. We'll be right back. 4:22 to play here in the B game. Nice welcome you back inside of Burlington High School here on the campus of the Burlington Schools. And we welcome you inside of the Kennel. In my opinion, one of the best places to watch a basketball game in the great state of Wyoming. Burlington Huskies played 1A Northwest action at the high school level, so a 1A school. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded, that one's up and in. Burlington ties it up. Burlington, a town of 200, keeping up with a town of 27-25. Martinez gives up to Bo Defoe. Shot is up, no good. Still looking for those 6th and 7th points. Floats this one up. Egger could have had a chance to steal it there. This one taken back here to Haslam, now left side, number 40 with it. Dunlap, shots up, it's no good. He'll go out of bounds as Kaysen Johnson let that one go out. I think he was trying to box out there too. 3:41 to go here. Still anybody's game. Heck, that we could even see this go into overtime if the cards fall right here. Braxton Egger, shot is up and a traveling violation, and the leading basket is negated as they will once again, like I said, call the traveling violation here. Burlington with it, number 40, Tanner Dunlap. I've been calling him Tunner all day. I don't know why. He'll take a hard fall to the floor there. Uh-oh, and looks like he's hurt. We'll be right back. Tanner Dunlap fell to the floor pretty hard. He was holding his abdomen and his chest there. I think he might have gotten the wind knocked out of him after falling there, but he walked on his own to the bench there. Picked up there by Haslam, trying to get rid of it. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded here by Bo Defoe again. How many times are we going to say his name on those defensive rebounds? He's been a monster. We've said this 3 times already. He's been a monster today. Here comes Apollo Jenks, gives up to Defoe. Pump fakes, he'll pick up the dribble, back to Apollo Jenks. Jenks, backdoor to Cameron Martinez, back to Defoe. Defoe driving up right side, jump stop, back to Jenks. Jenks picks up, passes left side to Martinez. Martinez, slow to dribble there at first, but he'll move up into the left side. This one's taken away. Cam's had a pretty good game today, all things considered. Gives up to Padilla. Now 42 with it. This is Harris. He'll give it back up to Haslam. Haslam, loose ball. Martinez in there as well as Defoe. Ends up being a jump ball, and they're going to call white ball. So Burlington will maintain possession. 2:32 to go. Still daylight hours here in Burlington as we approach 3 o'clock here in central Bighorn County. Padilla gets called for the traveling violation. Armando Padilla, his brother Carlos, had a pretty good game in that A game. And this one taken away as Martinez coughs it up. This one going to be taken down by Padilla. Jenks on the steal, wide open. Egger up the left side. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded there. Haslam has it. He'll give it on back to number 42, Riggin Harris. Now left side, shot on its way. A lot of resistance there. Surprised they didn't call the whistle. Chase Allen probably should be shooting too, but Bobcats will get this one back. Braxton Egger, jump stop, backdoor to Defoe as he'll set the screen. Shot is up and a foul. It's up and it's in. Bo Defoe, 7 points on the day. He will go to the line to try and get his 8th. .147 to play in the 4th. Logan Stewart coming in, as well as I think this is Jackson Skelton coming in now. Number 50 into the game as well. I think that is Jackson Buck and Will Prater coming into the game for Burlington. Shot on its way. Defoe can't get it to fall. Prater almost gets the false score. And that could have been 2 points there for the Bobcats, but realizes he was on the wrong end there. Gives it up underneath to the left side, taken by Prater. Shot is up and it's no good. Braxton Egger tried to go for the defensive glass there, but they will let it fall out and 90 seconds to go. Try and score the basket, see if you can't run down the clock a little bit. Bobcats have a very serious chance to win this, but so does Burlington. Here comes Egger up underneath. Skelton, shots up, no good. Ball is loose, still there, picked up by Haslam. Left side here to Tanner Dunlap. Dunlap passes right side to Riggin Harris. They'll get up underneath. Shot is on its way. It misses the basket. Rebounded by Prater. Shot is up and it's in. The tying basket. Near side, Stewart tries to float up underneath to Defoe, and that is going to be taken back by the Huskies. Tie ball game with 48 seconds to go. They need to make a good stand here. Haslam passes up underneath. Ball's taken away. Egger on the steal. Braxton Egger, he'll float it up. Here comes Defoe. Shot to take the lead. It's up, no good. Taken back by Haslam. And it looks like we have a timeout. What? Oh, it looks like number 20 needs to tie his shoes, so Skelton. I don't think they, so the referee said no timeout. It will be white ball, 29 seconds to go. Tied up at 24. Logan Stewart playing up there with Bo Defoe. They're playing two-man press. Left side here to number 42, Riggin Harris. Harris tries to float up underneath. Egger pokes it away. He'll get the steal. Egger, far side. Here comes Stewart. Stewart, near side to Bo Defoe. Defoe, shot on its way. It's up, no good. 6 seconds, Haslam. And it'll be a timeout called for Burlington. We'll be right back. It is a very close contest here in Burlington. Deja vu back to the varsity boys game in 2018. We'll be right back. Five ticks left on the scoreboard. This is anybody's game. Burlington called the timeout. And looks like we have some varsity people spilling into the arena here. So this basketball court's going to see a lot of action today. This one, here comes Stewart! Right side! Shots up, no good! He'll try to get the steal again, and the buzzer sounds! Oh, I don't even care. We're going into overtime. Logan Stewart with 2 clutch steals, and we'll be right back. Overtime coming up here in Burlington. All right, so from the looks of things, this is a lot different from the high school overtime. We know high school overtime is normally 4 minutes. This is 2-minute overtime here in this one. Burlington Huskies trying to hype up the home fans. Two minutes to go here at overtime. We're about ready to start. First overtime of the season, it looks like, on our broadcast for middle school action. Here comes Logan Stewart with it on the near side. Switches to his right hand, kicks it back up here. Pump fake, Bo Defoe takes a contested shot, it'll fall out. Kaysen Johnson tries to salvage it, and this one will go back to the Huskies. Thermopolis trying to get their first win of the day against the Huskies. The A-team lost by 10. Tries to float it. Bo Defoe on the takeaway. Here comes Braxton Egger with it. Near side, it's swatted. Taken away by Riggin Harris. Harris passes up right side. They'll get it into the paint. Shot is up, and it's in. 26-24 here in overtime. Logan Johnson with it. 75 seconds to play. Picks it back up. They're trying to run the play here. Here comes Skelton. Shot on its way. It's up and in. Ties it up at 26. 60 seconds left here in overtime. Could go into a second overtime. We'll have to see. Peterson. Back turn. Gets up now. And this one's swatted. Taken away by Egger. Egger. Far side. Trying to see. I think we got Lovell coming in here to play their JV and varsity contest. The shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded by number 24, Pierce Peterson. So the Lovell Bulldogs are in the building here. We got a timeout for Burlington. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. Like talking back here as we get ready to resume overtime. 30 seconds with no change to spare. Burlington called their second charge timeout of the game. I think timeouts still stayed the same regardless if it goes into overtime or not. We forgot to deliver our player of the game in the fourth quarter. We're going to deliver it now. And I think the person that deserves it most, I'd have to say probably Bo Defoe. He has had an excellent game today. So far, 7 points, a lot of rebounds, and a lot of steals. He is our player of the game. Shot is up. That one's going to fall short of the basket. This one's loose, and a jump ball in the paint. This one stays with Burlington. 15 seconds to go. Looking into the corner. Haslam with it. 14 seconds, 13, 12. This could go into a double overtime if Burlington doesn't score here. Haslam with it. Pump fakes. 5, 4, 3, 2. And a timeout by Burlington. 2.4 seconds to go here in the first overtime. We'll be right back. This could go into double overtime. Buckle up. Like talking back, another point here. The Huskies, one foul away from giving the Bobcats bonus, which could be deadly. It could only 1 point. That's all it takes. Bobcats got to clamp down for at least 3 more seconds. Shot on its way. It's up. No good. We're going into double overtime. We're all knotted up at 26. One overtime was not enough. We're going into one more. We'll be right back from Burlington High School. Okay, check that. We apologize for that. The game has ended in a tie. So I guess I did not know that that could happen. Bobcats put up a really good effort. So now I just kind of look like an idiot, but final in overtime, Bobcats tie the Huskies 26-26. We're going to get ready for the C game. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Well, I would like to welcome you back inside of the Burlington schools here, inside the kennel at Burlington High School. We got just over 70 seconds left until we start the C game, and I would like to apologize for that misinformation. I thought they would go into a double overtime, but looks like in middle school that is not a thing, which I think needs to be changed. I don't think ties have any place in basketball, but hey, that's what the state wants to do. That's what the state wants to do. So we're going to head into the C game, although to be fair to them, Lovell is here in the building. I think they're taking on Burlington for varsity basketball tonight, so can't really fault them too much for that. I'll have to double check Burlington's schedule, but other than that, I think that's what I understand. But the Lovell Bulldogs are in town, or at least the Lovell Lady Bulldogs are in the grandstands right now. Of course, Lovell, we all know, not even a 30, 40-minute drive from Burlington. So probably, I don't know. It's either a freshman game or it's a varsity game. Either way, they're all suited up. They're in their warm-ups. They're over on the home side, or they're over on the away side of the bleachers. You can see them in the camera frame right now. And they're ready to play against the Burlington, I assume, the Burlington Huskies. Who else would it be? Tournament season is over. But we're back here for middle school basketball, the last game of our action tonight, as the Huskies will get ready to take on the Bobcats. Getting ready for the tip-off for Burlington will be number 10, Porter Agard, or Ogard, I think. I don't know. It's a Danish name. Shot is up, the throw is up, and we're going to be back underway as Braxton DeLay was also the center there for the Bobcats. Shot is up, and it's no good. DeLay tries to go for the rebound. This one's up, and it's no good. Rebounded by number 34 for the Huskies, Raiden Andrew. By the way, C team, mostly sixth graders in this game. Talon Owsley will be playing up here onto the baseline. Talon had a pretty good game against Matitsi as well. That will go out of bounds and stay with the Huskies. Why does that say 3:44? Out of bounds and back to the Bobcats. I think they're trying to speed things up here because of the upcoming game. So I don't know. I don't understand fully what's going on. Probably should have asked the AD what the heck was going on before the game even started. Shot is up and it's no good. Braxton DeLay on that one. Kicks this one back out. Clear on the shot. That was no good by Aiden Clear. Number 22 grabbed both boards there today. That was Grayson Livingood. Also was impressed with his performance both against Rocky and Matitsi. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by the Orange Paint. Looked like Grant Coach was trying to go after it though. 3:10 to go in the first apparently. I think we're just doing reduced quarters here due to that overtime, and that is going to go out of bounds and stay with the Huskies. Bobcats haven't been able to get the ball out of that side of the floor. Or sorry, the Huskies haven't been able to get that ball out of the side of the floor there. Wait, no, that's their offensive side. I guess I'm a little bit of an idiot today. Shot is up, and the shot will not count, I don't think. Nope, yep, they are going to send them to the baseline, so that is going to end up being no basket there for Burlington. I'm sorry if I sound a little I'm just trying to process what the heck's going on. We were snubbed at the double overtime. The clock's been reduced. Normally, even the C games are 6-minute quarters. I don't know what's going on. I guess be aware for the half game. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. At this point, I'm expecting this just to be a half game. But guess we won't know until halftime, I guess. Out of bounds, back to Burlington. I'm sorry, I'm just like incredibly caught off guard by what happened from the overtime. Looks like Lovell coming in has also thrown a wrench in the system. How about this bright idea? If you're gonna have high school and middle school play on the same day, probably just send middle school to the Oggs gym if you have it. Talon Owsley now to Aiden Clear. Braxton DeLay with it in the paint. Jump shot on its way. It's up and in. Cha-ching! DeLay with the bank shot. 2-0. Number 12 with it. Tries to float up underneath. Taken away by Grant Coates, and he travels with it. Took 3 steps on that one, and then the whistle. So this one's going to go back up to Raiden Andrew for the Huskies. Andrew will pass it in. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Owsley tries to grab it. Jump ball down there on the floor as that is going to stay, or that's going to go back to the Bobcats. Braxton DeLay will pass this one into Talon Owsley. We're back underway. 2 minutes to go in the first. Owsley slings it on over. This one taken out of the air by number 24, Brett Winters. Winters floats it up. Shot is up on the left side. It's up and it's no good. That gets another one. That one's up and in. So Burlington will tie the game again. So what happens if this game goes into overtime? Do they just call that a tie right off the bat? Here comes Owsley. Left side. Shot is up and it's in. He gets the basket. Down the right side, tries to float it on over. Here comes Raiden Andrew, and this one's taken away by Braxton DeLay off the attempt by Brett Winters. Owsley down the left side. He's got room. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by Braxton DeLay and a foul. He'll go to the line to shoot two. 1:18 to play in the first quarter. We hope everybody here is just as confused as I am, because otherwise I look like a complete moron. DeLay going to the line to shoot. It's up. No good. So it looks like Clear and Coates will be back there for the Bobcats, trying to stop the fast break before it starts. Shots up for DeLay. It's up and in. Bobcats pull out to a 3-point lead. Number 20 with it. This is, I almost said Jackson Skelton. That's the wrong roster. That was Benton Bollinger with that one as he got the inbound. This one goes out of bounds. Bollinger looking pretty distraught at that one. This one will go back to the Bobcats. Here comes Braxton DeLay set to pass it in. Heading off the floor, it's going to be number 34, Raiden Andrew. He's had a pretty good game for the Huskies today. I'd say probably the most productive so far. Moving up the left side. Floats up on the left. That's going to be out of bounds and back to the Huskies as they tried to give it up underneath to Braxton Egger. Or, wait, no. I am so sorry. That is the wrong Braxton. I meant to say Braxton DeLay. His grandparents are probably watching this, and they're probably really upset that I got his last name wrong. So that one's rebounded there by Grant Coates, and he's had a pretty good past couple of days getting those defensive and offensive boards. Really not shocked to see him down there getting the bulk of those rebounds here so far today. DeLay, pump fakes. He'll move right side. DeLay going around the arc here. Pump. Oh, got him out of his shoes there. Shots up, and it's in. DeLay with the pump fake. He was able to fake out one of the Huskies players down there on the far side. He was able to get the basket in a clean swoosh as well. Foul down there on the floor. Is taking a hard fall was number 24, Brett Winters. By the way, we have a number 4 down there for Burlington. It's one of those, it's a Talon Owsley situation kind of where they taped up the jersey because of the conflicting numbers, but shot is up and it's no good. I have reason to believe it's Kirk Parsley. Ball still loose down there on the left side. It's up and it's no good, and that is going to signal the end of the first quarter. And we will be right back. It is Bobcat basketball here in Burlington, 7-2. We'll be right back for the start of the second. I'd like to welcome you back inside of the kennel here at Burlington High School. The Burlington Huskies and the Thermopolis Bobcats. We've been through an A and B game, a riveting and very confusing end to the B game, as the B team could have won that game. It went into overtime. It looked like it was going to go into a double overtime, and then they kind of pulled the rug out from under us and say, yeah, it's a tie. You had an overtime. That's good enough for us. So... And now we're into the C game. They started off, these are reduced quarters. They are starting off with 4 minutes. This is an oddity to me because they normally, even for the C game, they normally play full 6-minute quarters along with the B and A teams. And it's always been that way for middle school and youth basketball in general here in, at least here in Wyoming, or at least in the Bighorn Basin. But it seems to me this kind of been an exception to the rule. I think it's probably got something to do with Lovell being in town, ready for their games to come up soon as well. Talon Owsley, a dangerous pass. It's up, and it's no good. It was a shot taken by Gage Young. By the way, he's into the game for the Bobcats. Getting better with each passing game, by the way. He looked pretty confused out there against Rocky. Starting to get the hang of things against Matizzi. And he is really starting to get the hang of things now, as that is a shot up and in for Burlington. By the way, took a closer shot, almost made it on that first attempt. So Gage Young will be keeping an eye out for him in this game. Talon Owsley getting low, although with his size, probably not hard to do. Owsley shots up and it's blocked. Not very often you see that kind of a nasty block in youth basketball. Keep in mind these are sixth graders. And I think in the case of Burlington, probably fifth. Nope, this just looks like sixth graders. Shot on its way. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded by number 10 for Burlington. That is Porter Agard. I usually pronounce it Ogard because in Danish that's kind of how it kind of is pronounced, but this is Merca, so I don't know how they pronounce it. I don't know if it's Agard or Ogard or Agard. It's spelled A-A-G-A-R-D, so it's a Danish or Norwegian name. It's easy for me to pronounce in its proper way, but don't know what the Americanized way of saying things is, the right or the wrong way. Coming into the game now is number 32. I think that's 30. Yep, it is 32. They'll pass this one in. This is Alex McMartin, by the way, into the game. I don't think we've seen him all season. Drive in, shots up, and it is no good off the right side of the rim. 2:10 to play. Shots up and it's in. 6 on the board here for Burlington. They still trail by 1. I don't think they've had the lead all game. Talon Owsley with it. Move up left side. Owsley dribbling with his left. He's had the ball all possession. Now he'll give it up to Dallas Flores. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded there in a traveling violation as it was sunk there by Elam Epperson. Putting some Kansas City sauce on that one. 1:45 to play. By the way, I know I always joke about Elam being from Kansas City. He was always, when he played rec basketball back in 2022 or 2023 it was, he wore a Kansas City Chiefs hoodie to practice. So he kind of sold it there. He also wore, I believe, a Kansas City Chiefs shirt when he over his pads playing rec football. So, you know, I always like to throw in a couple of Kansas City related jokes there when Elam does something on the floor. Of course, we all know the only thing bad about Kansas City is probably Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, but that's something for a different time. Shot was up and in for number 24, Brett Winters. So the shot was no good there, actually, I meant to say. Shots up and in, 9-7. I'm still a little bit fuzzy-brained from that last game, still relatively confused about what's going on. Talon Owsley gives up now to Flores. Shot is up, it's no good. Owsley on the rebound. That one's up and no good. Rebounded there by number 24, Brett Winters. Next time you see us will be tomorrow in Thermopolis as the Bobcats take on the Buffaloes at Grable High School. Shots up and in. We'll be covering both JV games and both varsity games from THS tomorrow. Coverage will start bright and early. Talon Owsley staying low. He'll drive right side. Owsley dips up underneath to Epperson. Shot is up and it's in. Elam Epperson for 2. 11-9. Bobcats only trail by 2 here as we are in the last 30 seconds here of this half. Here comes number 52 with it, Armando Padilla. Shot is up and a foul. Looks like Padilla will go to the line to shoot 2. Second team foul for Thermopolis this quarter. Again, the rebounds will be Talon Owsley and Dallas Flores, it looks like. They'll be up in there on that front hash. Shot is up and it's good. Checking into the game, number 20, Benton Bollinger. Coming off his number 42, Riggin Harris. I think, yep, Harris. Shot's up and it's in. 13-9 here in the second quarter. We still don't know quite what the deal is here for this one. We don't know if it'll be a half game or if it'll be a full game. We'll have to find out. Here comes Talon Owsley underneath Dallas Flores. Flores takes the jumper. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded there by, Haslam. Shot on its way. It's up. It's no good. Haslam on the offensive rebound. Badia. Shot is up. It's no good. So the basket will not count there. We are going to see where this leads. Looks like they've recharged the clock to 3 minutes. So we'll be going into halftime period, I believe. So we'll be right back. I'd like to remind you today's broadcast is brought to you by Owsley Club Lambs and Feeds, a local family trying to give you the highest quality animal feed, whether you're an FFA or 4-H, or if you're just a family looking for high-quality dog or cat food. Owsley Club Lambs and Feeds has got you covered. This family, they've won livestock awards for a very good reason. They got the best feed that you could ask for. Owsley Club Lambs and Feeds, a proud sponsor of Two Basin Sports Network and the voice of the Bobcats. We wish good luck to the Shoshone Wranglers and the Thermopolis Bobcats as they are playing tonight in Shoshone. That game, I think, will start with the girls' game at about 4, which is in half an hour, I want to say. Obviously, we'll be probably well out of here by the time that game starts. So I'll probably be in Basin by the time that game gets ready to go. So hopefully the game isn't, hopefully the weather is not too bad here. It was actually snowing here in Burlington when I arrived. I actually drove into Otto and it started getting a little bit snowy. But right now it's just kind of looking like here in Burlington. I don't know if that's the case for Thermopolis. If you're watching from Thermopolis, you could probably let me know how the weather is over there right now. I just can speak for Burlington and Otto right now. It is currently cloudy up here in beautiful Burlington, Wyoming. 4 minutes here, so we got a regulation varsity quarter to go. Shot is up and it's in. Bobcats will make this a little bit more of an even score for Burlington for this game here, as Burlington will have this one. Dallas Flores tries to grab the steal. And this one will go back to Burlington, number 34. Raiden Andrew will get ready to pass this one in. Andrew had a pretty good first half, in my opinion anyway. They'll pass this one in, number 24 with this one. And this one is going to be up and in. So that is Brett Winters. That is a completely different 24. We know that Pierce Peterson obviously not in this game because he's already played in the A and B games. Shot is on its way. It's up and it's no good. as Brett Winters tried to grab the rebound there. Here comes Braxton DeLay underneath the Dallas Flores. Shot is up. It's no good. Rebounded there by Grant Coates, and that's a foul. 3:14 to go here in this third quarter of the C game, a reduced C game, and we're trying to figure out what the reasoning behind that is. Just a moment, we'll have that for you. But right now, Grant Coates shot on its way and falls short of the rim. A little bit of a labored shot there. So we do know that Lovell is in town. The Lovell Bulldogs, or Lovell Lady Bulldogs, are sitting over on the visitors section right now waiting for their game to start. We don't know if it is a freshman game or if it's a varsity game, but we are getting that information for you. We do know that there is a game coming up after this, which is why they are rushing things a little bit here. But looks like a jump ball down there as Braxton DeLay tries to harass Brett Winters down there. Today's January 24th, right? So it looks like there is a game. It is actually Lovell's varsity team. They're supposed to play 10 Sleep tonight. However, obviously, 10 Sleep is not fielding a girls team this season. As here comes Aiden Clear down the right side. Picks up the dribble. Braxton DeLay. Shots up. Touching. Aiden Clear on the assist for the Bobcats. So that is what's going on. 10 Sleep was supposed to play Burlington today. Lovell's JV team is filling in place of the Lady Pioneers, as there are no Lady Pioneers this season. They have not fielded a volleyball or varsity girls basketball team this season. Shot is up and a foul. That being said, 10 Sleep does still have a boys team, and it looks like that doesn't, so today's January 24th. They are Lovell's JV is playing Burlington's JV, and then 10 Sleep will be playing Burlington in a varsity game here in this gymnasium tonight. So on top of the 3 middle school games, they do have varsity basketball to worry about. The Lady Huskies will take on the Lady Bulldogs JV team out of Lovell, and then the boys will take on 10 Sleep for their varsity contest, which is why we're kind of in a hurry, as we've said. This is exactly why they are in a hurry to get this game over with. I think had that game not had these varsity games coming up after, I think they probably would have played that double overtime, and they probably would have played this game as a full game. Left side shot is up and it's no good. I need to probably start checking the athletic schedules of each team when I go on the road, just in case, just so I'm not confused and left, because we're supposed to go to Riverside. Obviously the middle school shares the gymnasium with the high school too, so we have to go to Basin in a couple of weeks. I gotta see if there's gonna be a conflict between the varsity Rebs and the middle school Rebs. This one's taken back by Burlington here. 90 seconds to play in the third quarter. They'll pass it left side, number 10, Porter Agard. Left side here to Bollinger. Bollinger will get up underneath to Winters. The shot is up and a foul. 1:18 to play in the third. So Burlington currently up 15-13. The Bobcats have not let them out of their sight that far. I think the biggest lead Burlington's had has been like 3 or so. But the B and C team's really doing a fantastic job. Obviously the A team kept it close until about the third or fourth quarter. But, Burlington's been in really good shape all day today. I think they probably deserve getting the win here today. I think this is Kirk Parsley. Do not quote me on that. Coming into the game for Burlington here. He's got a taped out number 4 on his, or he's got a taped out number on his jersey, so it looks like he's only wearing number 4. Kicks it back out. Burlington going to get this one taken away. Here comes Epperson up the middle. Ball is loose and out of bounds. Goes back to the Huskies. .108 to play in the third. You're watching the C game. Middle school basketball has been a very confusing second half of coverage so far for us. Everything was going just fine until that overtime period. 58 seconds to play. The scoreboard's having a stroke. Moving up the right side. Tries to get up underneath to Gage Young. Young taking his sweet time getting up court here. Number 10 with it. Porter Augard. He'll give it back to Brett Winters. Winters, left side shot on its way. It's up and it's no good for Cooper Augard. And a foul 28 seconds ago. There they go. They fixed the scoreboard now. So it looks like second team foul for Burlington, number 24. Brett Winters charged with his first personal. Braxton DeLay loses control of the ball near side. He'll pick it up, being hounded there by Brenton Bullinger. Here comes, the block. Braxton DeLay keeps it there. It is out of bounds and stays with the Bobcats. DeLay tosses it up, and he took it hook, line, and sinker there. Bobcats will keep this one. 11 seconds. DeLay back to Epperson. Epperson driving, penetrates the paint, tries to get up right side to Aiden Clear. 4 seconds to play here in the third. Aiden Clear will inbound it for the Bobcats. 4 seconds to play. DeLay with it. DeLay floats up. Aiden Clear can't get it to go in time, and that will end the third quarter. We'll be right back for the remainder of this C game. We hope you're having a wonderful day, and we'll be right back with 4 more minutes to play in this C game. Like talking about the start of the fourth quarter here, as once again a friendly reminder, a shortened C game because of the upcoming varsity games. Varsity girls will take on the Burlington Lady Huskies varsity team will take on the Lovell Lady Bulldogs JV team in place of the 10 sleep. They were supposed to play 10 sleep for both boys and girls tonight, but 10 sleep is not fielding a girls team this season. So obviously they kind of have to maneuver their way around that. Here comes Talon Owsley up the right side. Shot is up and it's in. Ties it up at 15. Makes me wonder what's going to happen if are they going to call this game a tie if it goes into that point? These guys will see each other again in February as a hook shot on its way. And by the way, that game will probably be a more complete game as obviously in Thermopolis Middle School, nobody's going to be playing at the middle school that day. There's actually not even a varsity game going on, or not even a freshman game going on that day either. So Huskies will get a chance to play a full 6-minute quarters, and if it goes to that point, maybe 2 overtimes, who knows, during that Thermopolis contest. So hopefully things will be a little bit less confusing when the Huskies come to our house for that one. Bobcats will get this one in. Here comes Talon Owsley. It's tied up at 15 here in Burlington, which, again, kind of scares me given what happened in the B game. Owsley with it. Jump stop. Gives up underneath to Braxton DeLay. DeLay will take this one out. Passes it right side to Talon Owsley. Owsley moving left. Owsley still there, being harassed there by number 12 for Burlington. Gives up to Braxton DeLay. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded there by number 10, Porter Augard. And what's that called again? Carrying or palming or something like that. I forgot. I'm sorry. I know I look like I don't know what I'm talking about. But, again, running off 3 hours of sleep. Not exactly able to retain very much information right now. 2:28 to go here. Talon Owsley with it on the volleyball line. Surprisingly, I've been able to keep up with this game on the actual floor. DeLay pump fakes. He's right there with Padilla. And this one's taken away, and Coates tips it, takes it away. Braxton DeLay's got it behind the line. He'll move up, gives up to Talon Owsley. Test the cannon. It's up, almost goes in. Aiden Clear trying to rip it away. It'll be a foul on Clear, it looks like. Again, next time you see us for Bobcat basketball, it'll be against the Grable Buffaloes tomorrow, all levels of basketball being played. And then next time you see us for middle school action will be at Shoshone, as they will take on the Wranglers. A, B, and C teams will be at Shoshone High School for that one. 42 with this one. He'll move up left side, gets up underneath. Padilla shots up at a foul. This one is going to go out of bounds, and Talon Owsley took a pretty hard lick there. 1:47 to play here in the fourth. Padilla going to go to the line to shoot two. Possibly break the tie here. On its way, we can see the 10 Sleep boys coming out of the locker room here. It's up and it's no good. At least I think that's 10 Sleep. That might actually be Lovell, actually, because Lovell's JV team is here to play the Burlington JV team as well. On its way for the second shot. It's up and it's no good. Tie stays where it's at. Talon Owsley tries to pick it up. It's taken away by number 1. Colin Haslam. They'll pass up to the far side. Takes the jumper for three. It's up and it's no good. Rebounded here by, I assume, Parsley. Shot is up and it's no good. Rebounded there by Burlington again. Shot is up and that one's no good either. By number 42. I think that's Riggin Harris that took the shot there. 90 seconds to play. Got to give you our player of the game for today, and I think that one is probably going to go to Braxton DeLay. I feel like he's done the most today for both sides. Also, Armando Padilla, Raiden Andrew, both Allgard brothers. Brett Winters also deserve their shout-outs today as well. Talon Owsley and Elam Epperson are also going to be my honorable mentions for the C game. We didn't give any honorable mentions for the B game, and quite honestly, I think that's just, might as well say the entire roster for both sides. They both played their hearts out in that B game. It was a really entertaining B game to watch. It was confusing at the end, sure, but the first 4 quarters plus the overtime were pretty good. Taken back. Here comes Burlington with it. They'll pass it right side. Owsley on the tip. He'll come down the left side. Shot is up and it's in. Owsley with the game-leading basket. Here they come. Right side. Shot is up. It's no good. Clear on the rebound. Bobcats just got to try to get one more basket here or maybe even run the clock out. 37 seconds to go. No shot clock. They can take advantage of that here. Here comes Owsley with it. Picks up the dribble, and he gets fouled there. It falls right on the floor there onto his back. 30 seconds to play. Next time you see it, once again, next time you see these middle school boys will be in Shoshone. Up at Shoshone High School. You can check the upcoming streams tab on our YouTube page for more information on tip-off time there for the A game. Talon Owsley, Braxton DeLay, pump fake. 15 seconds, gives up to Aiden Clear. Clear, pump fakes, back to, nope, it'll be taken away by Padilla. Padilla far side, and this ball is loose, out of bounds. This one will stay with Burlington. 17-15, Thermopolis looking to go 1-1-1 here in this series of games. First time I've ever seen a tie in high school or scholastic basketball, and a foul. It's up and no good. The Burlington fans going somewhat nuts. The bench going nuts, I know that for sure. Going to the line to shoot is Porter Augard. Shot is up. Had to get a little bit of a hop there. It's up, it's no good. So a basket here will only reduce the lead to 1. So chances of tying it on this free throw attempt are done. However, if he misses it, they could grab the rebound. It's up and it's in. That's probably a worst case scenario there for Burlington. Now Thermopolis can try and run the clock out as they have not even started the clock. It'll go out of bounds, and it will stay with Thermopolis. So that should probably put a nail in it here, 17-16. But don't count them out yet. Aiden Clear, it goes through his hands. And with 7/10 of a second left, it'll go back to Burlington. I think that is pretty much all she wrote here. They'll toss it up. Grant Coates with the rejection there. And that will conclude this game as the Burlington Huskies win one, lose one, and tie one here in this 3-game series. We'll see you tomorrow for the high schoolers, and then we'll see you. Hold on. And we will see you. I'm just trying to look back. We will see you on January 30th for. That is actually next Thursday. Wow, that's a big break. We'll see you next Thursday for the middle school boys. We do have varsity coming up tomorrow as well. JV girls, boys, and varsity girls and boys against Grable at Hot Springs County High School tomorrow. But until then, we will see you tomorrow morning from Hot Springs County High School. We'd like to say so long to Burlington. We'd like to thank the Bighorn County School District for allowing us to be up here and recording this game. I'd like to thank the support of the Huskies and Bobcats fans for just everything. You know, we've had a lot of people come up to me before each game saying, hey, my parents are tuning in, my family back home's watching, they couldn't make the game, they want to keep up. And it's so good to hear that. It's so awesome to know that people are, tuning in and they're here to support their kid or their kid's friends or whatever. It's just, they're just supporting their community. It's just really awesome. And well, we hope that everybody has a safe drive home from Thermopolis. We'd also like to say good luck to the Lovell Bulldogs, 10 Sleep Pioneers, and Burlington Huskies in their upcoming games. I know we got Lovell JV playing Burlington varsity for girls contest after just about 15 minutes. So boys are about ready to get onto the bus, so we'll see you later. As always, please drive home safely, especially since there's snow on the road right now. And please do not pet the buffalo. We'll see you tomorrow against the Buffaloes, oddly enough. Final score of the C game, the Thermopolis Bobcats 17, the Burlington Huskies 16.